The first thing you'll need is a mini screwdriver. You'll need the laptop itself, and of course the RAM. You will have 11 screws on the bottom of the case, which you will need to unscrew. There's a hidden screw in the middle, in the center of the laptop. I'd recommend having a little bag next to you so you don't lose the screws in case of anything happens to them, or you may lose one. Next, you want to open up the case. You can either use a small card or anything that is flat. So in this case, I have a flathead screwdriver, and I am just carefully opening it up by jamming it into the side of the case. There is a really thin gap between them. You can even use your fingernails. Next step is to touch any sort of metal. This is if you don't have an anti-static wristband. This is to discharge you from any energy that you have. Next, you want to disconnect the battery. So the first thing is to unplug it, and you can remove the battery by unclipping the two clips which hold it down. You want to hold down the power button for at least 10 to 15 seconds to drain all the power which is remaining in the laptop. Now that you've done that, you can go back to the bottom of the case. This is where the RAM is. First of all, you want to uninstall the current RAM, which is installed, by unclipping the two clips which hold it down. This will just pop it back up and it will be at an angle. Next, you want to get your new RAM and install it into the first slot, which is the bottom one. Make sure that you put it at an angle of about 40 degrees or 45. You will notice the difference between the angle. As you can see, it should look a little bit like this. Make sure it's fully in, and then you just want to press down on it and then clip it on. Next, you want to install the second RAM stick. Once again, you want to put it at an angle. This one is slightly higher, so you may need to lift it up a little bit. As you can see, the same applies for this one. The two clips hold it down. Now this one is at a much higher angle, so it is a little bit more difficult to get in. As long as you lift it just slightly higher and you hear for the clicking sound, it will be in. And that is pretty much it. Now you want to add the battery once again. Make sure you put it down and the clips are holding onto it. Connect the battery back up. put the case back on. You will hear some clicking sounds. Just make sure that all the sides are down. Add the screws again.